and that process will continue apace. I just wonder if Guardiola left his players thinking prior to the start of this one's not so important. The only thing he talked about was Real Madrid and Newcastle, wasn't it? Anyway, results this weekend. We know yesterday's outcomes. Today, Chelsea beat Everton by 4-0, and Manchester United City by 2-0. One game to come then. That is tomorrow night, and that's at Leicester, where Villa visit Norwich. Villa, Bournemouth, Watford, West Ham, Brighton, the bottom 6, Saints, Newcastle, Everton, Palace from there. So Everton on the weekend out of the top half. Burnley down 1. Arsenal took 10th yesterday. Spurs falling after a 1-1 with Burnley. Sheffield United into 7th. Wolves keep 6th. Manchester United keep 5th. 3 points again, the gap between themselves and Chelsea. Leicester are hosts tomorrow night. Manchester City on 57 and Liverpool on 82.
Yeah.
Andy's trying to work out how it's never going to be possible.
Andy's thinking, no, that's an awful thought.
They've got that game in Burnley to play at home before they play Everton the next game.
But that sets up the possibility they're not going to lose to Burnley.
It's a Monday night, as well, at Goodison.
Anyway, reaction to come. Darren Fletcher's here, very happy man. Concerning situation, is it not? Here is Scott McTominay.
Smile on your face probably says it all. What made you happiest today?
Well, the desire, attitude, commitment, the connection between fans and players and the team, because what a day they've had today, both the players and the fans. It's been, of course, they make us defend. That's just that type of team they are, but our fans can see players with commitment and attitude and desire, then we've done our job then as a coach today.
When we spoke before the game, you said we need to be on the front foot. Is that exactly what you got?
Well, I think so. I think we at times pressed them and pushed them back, and we tried to be aggressive with the wing backs and 3 up front. So we ended up with 3 at the back. So when we hit the press, I think we made them make mistakes, and of course we're happy with the result. I can't put a finger on anything, but at times you'd like to defend with the ball in the team sometimes, but I'm not going to complain.
Clever first goal, straight off the training ground?
Straight off, they've hit it off, Anthony and Bruno, but Bruno is that type of player that we, of course we got set routines, and I've seen them do it before.
How much you enjoy the victory, obviously, but also how much you admire the resilience you showed in that second half?
Well, it's a privilege to be a manager of a squad and players like it with this attitude. It's because they give us absolutely everything they've got every time they play, and you can't ask for more. We're going to improve. We're going to improve as a team. We're going to improve. They're going to improve as players, because there's 2 or 3 times today head up and we score goals. There's twice Dan James could just square it once for Bruno, one for Anthony. Anthony should square it for Bruno. So those little things, they'll come, but it's a privilege because they want to learn as well, and they listen to the advice we give them.
What did you make of Fred's booking for simulation?
Penalty. That's it.
If you've turned a corner of late with results, how much does they feel like more than 3 points?
Well, of course, it's a derby. The fans love it. The players love it. It's sometimes you can say it's only 3 points, but for our players to beat a team as Man City with the problems that we've had as well is fantastic. So I'm just delighted for them. We play against an absolute top team, and of course, we had to defend and they had possession, but we're delighted with the outcome.
I'm not sure you could see much through the rain, but who were you looking for right at the end on the final whistle?
No, my family was up there.
A lovely moment for you. Enjoy.
Yeah, of course, thanks. Cheers.
Have the answers, I'm afraid. It's close. I mean, I don't think VAR was brought in to disallow goals that close for an armpit. And we've seen too many of that this season, I think.
You just get tired talking about it, in truth. We do. I mean, you probably do listening to it, but it's where we are because we've been fed this now. Are you a fan of the technology?
No, without a doubt, because we've come away from... I wasn't even a fan of it in the Champions League, but it works better in the Champions League. And now we've took something and made it worse.
Works better, why? Because the referees check their own decisions, is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The referee on the pitch he knows the spirit that he's refereeing the game. He goes over. He's more likely to correct himself rather than somebody else undermine him. And most referees would be honest enough because they want to get the correct decision. Every referee on the pitch, even when they make a mistake, they want to get the correct decision. They're trying their best to get the correct decision. This is a tool to allow them to do it. I wasn't a big fan of it in terms of in the Champions League and in the World Cup, but now I wish we had that because it's so much better than the version we've got in the Premier League.
Yeah,
I know.
Which, and it's a shame.
Back to the
I was going to say it takes us away from talking about the football.
Scott, what a wonderful moment. How beautiful did that feel?
Yeah, obviously that was such a sweet moment, especially in the game where we could have done with another goal early on to finish the game. But no, credit to the boys who were top draw today. We had a sticky first 15-20 minutes, but you see how much it means to the boys winning the derby again. So that's 3 times this year. So, but we have to keep going. It's a game where we have to take confidence from, but the coming weeks we have to really go for some proper results and keep this run going.
It was a lovely finish, instinctive. Did it just fall right for you?
Yeah, I read the goalkeeper, so you sort of give yourself half a chance because they're obviously rushing, and you get there before Mendy. So obviously it's such a beautiful feeling in front of our fans in like the last 9 minutes. So no, can't get too carried away, but we've got to keep going and obviously keep pushing for Champions League.
It seemed to have cranked up a notch or two. What did you make of the atmosphere today?
Yeah, it's special. Every game at Old Trafford is special, but these games, your Liverpools, your Arsenals, your Man Cities, they're very, very special atmospheres, and it's a credit to all these fans through the thick and the thin of this football club. They're there every week, and it's a real credit, because it's special, and obviously for me it means a lot. Even fans just singing your name, 1 or 2 people, never mind a whole Stretford end in Old Trafford. So no, it's beautiful.
Is there a newfound resilience, a newfound belief about Manchester United right now?
Yeah, you can see with the run of games that we've been on. Obviously I've been injured for 2 months, and in myself being injured I was desperate to get back because I can see the progression of the team, and just to come on and help the boys today was a pleasure. And obviously I'm fighting for my place. Everybody in this team is not guaranteed a starting spot, and everybody has to keep working every week. So for me that's one of the most important things. Keep humble, keep your feet on the ground, and keep pushing forwards. We've won a game today, fantastic, but it's the next one and the next one after that.
How much more special was the fact it was against your neighbours, your rivals?
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. I know some City fan well, 1 or 2, so it'd be good to rub that one in the face as well.
Well done.
Top man. Thanks.
Summed up the goalie's night. He's had one of those, sadly, for City.
Yeah, I think the ref did as well. City fans are they're still fuming about the offside, which we'll look at in just a moment. But as we heard from Matt Critchley half-time, specifically Manchester City very upset about the award of the free.
Since his time takeoff, as I said, they tried this before in a previous game against Watford. Perfect timing, perfect technique. Again, they're making that look easy. That's a lovely little dink.
He's as offside as Aguero was.
It's close, that. Martial slightly down the shin, but Ederson's got to save it. Really, we can credit Man United. It's a great bit of play, innovation, off the training ground. But ultimately, Martial's done well to get on target, but that should not be a goal, and Ederson will be disappointed with that. 2 mistakes.
Yeah. Having said that, and this has got even more interesting because Fred got booked for diving today, for simulation. 2 stories which I'll share with you as they unfolded after this particular incident. But let's look at it first. Pen or not?
Well, when you look at it, and had this game been run without VAR, let me say, we would be debating decisions and saying maybe yes, maybe got that right, we got that, but no more than that. But we were promised that utopia of the VAR, and that it would bring everything to light. Now, it's surely at the moment when the tackle is made, and contact is made in the penalty area, they can see all this in Stockley Park. So why have they decided not to look at it?
To explain, Matt Critchley joined us just before the start of the second half and said it wasn't looked at. Now, to explain the information that he got, and this is specific, the Premier League rep on site, who Matt spoke to, was of the opinion it hadn't been checked, and the immediacy of the continuation of the play suggested there wouldn't have been time to do a proper check. Now, that is what Matt reported half-time. At the same time, to other broadcasters, the PGMOL from Stockley Park was saying they were of the opinion there wasn't, quotes, enough contact to bring Fred down. Now, which of those 2 should we believe to be the case?